Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and we have an interesting topic for today's show in which it is the Respect for Marriage Act is now made law. So let's get right into this topic. Um, so now, same-sex marriage throughout all 50 states throughout the entire United States is now law. And there's not a damn thing that the the conservative religious Republicans can do anything about it. Okay, what this means is same-sex marriage is now fully coded, fully codified into law, and so is interracial marriage as well. These two are combined together into the Respect for Marriage Act. Okay? And for far too long, for decades upon decades, for generations really, the conservative religious uh people were uh fighting against uh, um the LGBT community, right? Uh you know, just really tormenting the LGBT community. Okay? You have these assholes going around it's like nightclubs and stuff and shooting up gay people. Seriously, enough is enough is enough. You have conservative religious a-holes that are turning away gay people, right? For example, um this website female uh you know she makes these websites or whatever, and she refused to help a gay couple just because the couple was gay. And she wants to use her religious excuses. It's against her religion. Okay? Seriously. Enough with this nonsense. And, I remember a few years ago, there was this baker who refused to do a wedding cake for a gay couple. Well, because they were gay. Seriously. Now, yes, I'll say this. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Fight fire with fire, right? Now you got a lot of businesses that are turning away religious people, conservative religious people. You had a restaurant, I forgot in what state it was, turned away a conservative religious group because of their faith. And now that faith group, that conservative religious organization, they're crying like a bunch of effing babies now because that happened to them. Now that the Respect for Marriage Act has been passed, you have a lot of conservative religious Republicans crying like a bunch of damn babies, right? Like you had that one female representative, she was like, well, I just wish my colleagues would think about this. Really? Fucking crocodile tears and shit. Come on. Come on. Seriously. You thought it was okay when you guys did it, but now that is being done back to you, you're crying like a bunch of effing babies. You're crying like a bunch of babies, right? You don't like it when it's done back to you. Seriously. Now, um, I strongly believe that, probably somewhere down the road in the future, when the fire dies down, you know, and people can think calmly, maybe, because if you think about it, government is eventually going to tell these conservative religious organizations, listen, if you keep your crap up, what we're going to do is we're going to take away your tax exemption rights. Right? And then they're going to cry holy war. Oh, here's what the government can do. And they can say, listen, because there are other religious organizations out there that do the right thing. You know, they don't turn away gay couples. They don't condemn them. You know, and so on and so forth. And you know, the government can say, "Listen, here's what we'll do." You know, for all the conservative religious organizations that are doing all these horrible, despicable acts, we'll make a bill stating that your specific religious organization is no longer tax exempt, especially if you want to get involved in politics. Because don't forget, there's still the law of the land of uh, um, church v. state. Church v. state. So if these religious organizations want to also get involved in politics and throw their religious beliefs around, that's going against the law. And then government can say, for those specific religious organizations, you're no longer tax exempt. There you go. And that way, for the other religious organizations that are not doing anything wrong or illegal, and so on and so forth, it's not right to go after them because they didn't do anything wrong. You could just say you're still tax exempt, you're still protected, you know, you're not trying to change church v. state. You're not trying to take away a woman's right to choose. You're not going after the LGBT community, right? You have these religious organizations, these conservative uh, religious Republicans, especially in the United States Supreme Court, who took away a woman's right to choose. Okay, and well, because of their religious beliefs and stuff. So, um, that's the reason why same-sex marriage was codified into law now. So, anyways, yeah, these conservative religious people, you know, um, they feel like they can keep attacking people and attacking people and attacking people, but if it happens back at them, they cry like a bunch of damn babies. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, you know. Um, but I have to say this, you know, it, uh, things can calm down and be worked out, and you know, um, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of work to help the LGBT community, you know, especially for transgender people. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done to help protect transgender people, LGBT people, because like I gave you the example, You have people going into uh, gay bars and clubs and shooting up uh, uh, LGBT people just because of who they are. Now, on the other hand, you also have some psychotic assholes that go into churches and shoot up people, you know? So, um, other laws can be made, you know, in the right fashion, the right way. It can happen, you know? So, um, but now these conservative religious Republicans just don't like it when their crap is done back to them. They don't like it. They cry like babies. So, um, now, like I said, towards the future, somewhere in the future down the line, maybe, like I said, maybe the government can work out other bills to help protect uh, good religious organizations that are not doing anything illegal and stuff. So, and at the same time, in that same bill, uh, really sucker to the conservative religious organizations that are actually doing illegal things. So, you know, and anyways, um, like and also like I said in the topic for today's show, within the Respect for Marriage Act, not only are same-sex marriages protected throughout all 50 states, so are interracial marriages as well. Because and there's people out there that are saying, why? Why? Because there's people that are interracial, they can get married, and that's fine. You wouldn't believe how in many areas that people still take offense at that, and that's sickening. It's sickening. We're at the end of 2022. We're going into 2023, and this crap is still going on, and it needs to stop. You know, and we need to have background checks being done, for people who want to purchase guns. Because, like I said, just like there are people going into gay bars and clubs and shooting up people just because of who they are, we also have psychotic assholes going into places of worship and shooting up people. Honestly, it's got to stop. Got to stop. Enough with the nonsense. Too many innocent people being killed by guns. School shootings. Come on. Really? Enough is enough, ladies and gentlemen. Enough is enough. I don't give a damn what political party you're in. Anybody with half of a goddamn pea brain knows that this nonsense has to stop and background checks need to be done. Okay? And since we're also on this topic, and before we go, I also want to say this because a lot of people think that I'm against religion. I'm not. I'm not against anybody's religion. People are entitled to their own religious beliefs, and that's fine. Here's where I have the problem. It's when they use their religious beliefs for their excuses to go around committing illegal acts. When they use their religious beliefs to go around killing people. seriously, when they use their religious beliefs to do acts of hatred. That, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I have the damn problem. Okay? Again, I don't care what religion anybody is. Everybody's entitled to their own religious beliefs. Okay? And and that's fine. But as long as you don't go throwing your religious beliefs into everybody's faces and to use your religious beliefs as your excuses to perform hatred and to perform illegal acts. That's that, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I have the problem. So, um, anyways, I want to let everybody know that after I host this show, I'm going to host my show Disabled Reality. And because I won't be able to host it tomorrow, so I'm going to do that tonight. And then after that, I'm going to host one big show of Advocate Information Highway on YouTube. So I wanted to let everybody know that. And I also wanted to remind everybody out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. And you can check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you'll see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. So you guys can check that out. And also on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you'll see the links to the two books that I wrote. And if you guys follow those links, you guys can check out and purchase both of my books as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.